All right, why don't you go ahead and practice these? Here's 4 examples for you. Remember, the goal for this is I want these to be turned into percentages. We've talked about how this works. It's just the first 2 decimal numbers. So these 2 you're going to have to get to be decimals so you can change into percentages. These 2 are already decimals. You need to figure out what the percentages actually are. If you can do these where you make the bottom number 100, you could do it that way as well. Go ahead and try this, pause the video, and see how you do. All right, let's see how we did here. I'm going to take the 2 easy ones first. Let's take this one to start with. Let's start with the beginning one. All right, 3/4. So let's divide this out here. 4, 3, put some zeros after it. 4 does not go into 3, decimal point. 4 goes into 30, I believe, 7 times. That would be 28. That would be a 2. Bring down your 0. 4 goes into 25 times. That's going to terminate. So now my percentage is just the first 2 numbers after the decimal point. Piece of cake. There's only 2. That would be 75%. Now, if you did this the other way, and when you wanted to make the bottom number 100, more power to you, this one works. That would be times 25. 4 quarters equal $1. So I'd also want to times the top by 25 as well. 3 times 25 is going to be 75. Whenever your bottom number is 100, the top number is the percentage, which would be 75%. All right, moving on to the next one. Here's our decimal. The first 2 numbers after the decimal point are the percentage. 0.7, which is just the same thing as 7%. That's not a decimal point right there. 7%. Okay. If you want to get fancy, we could put 7.329% if you want to. That would be fine. But it really would stay at 7% even if we rounded, because the next number is a 3. So we're not going to round up. It's just going to be 7%. Over here, 0.7. First 2 numbers are what we need, but we only have 1 number. We need another number. We need 2 numbers to have a percentage. So the next number after this would, of course, be a 0. So this is going to be the same thing as 70%. Last one. I'm not going to be able to do the trick where I turn the bottom number into 100 because 6 does not go into 100. We could probably get close, though, if you want to try it. I mean, let's try it before we do the division. 6 would go into 100. Let's see here. 6 times 15 would be 90. So that would be 6 times 16 will get us 96. And then if I times this by 16, that would be 50 plus 30 would be 80. Okay. My answer, I would expect when we divide this out, is going to be, if we bump this up a few, I'm guessing it's going to be about 82% because we don't exactly have 100 on the bottom. But it's going to be close to 80% either way. So let's try this out here. I'll set up my division problem. My 6 is on the outside, and my 5 is on the inside, 0.000. Okay, 6 does not go into 5, decimal point. 6 goes into 50. 9 8 times would be 48. Subtract, I'm going to get a 2, bring down my 0. Okay, 6 goes into 20. 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract equals 2. Bring down my 0, 20. You can already tell right now, or I can anyway, this is going to be a repeating decimal. We got a 20 and we subtracted. We got a 20 again when we subtract. It's going to be the same thing. So this is 0.83 repeating. Now, for this, as a percentage, we just need the first 2 numbers. So we just need the first 2 numbers, which is going to be 83%. Okay, that was pretty close to our prediction here of 80%. Now, again, if you want to get technical, we can put 83.3333%, or we can put 83.3 repeating percent. Again, either one of those will work.